What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite some time since I've turned this thing on. It seems like the longer that I wait to record something, the harder that it is. But here I am coming back and got a lot to share with you guys. I'm actually, as you saw, in a new shop, and I'm actually headed over to the shop right now. I picked up a winch for the trailer, so I'm gonna get that welded on there. But when we get there, I'll give you guys a look around at the new shop and go from there. All right, just got to the shop. Let's go check it out. All right, here it is. So this is actually my father-in-law's shop. They ended up moving out here and set up shop out here in North Carolina with us, me and my wife. So pretty cool to have them close by. And my father-in-law has graciously allowed me to use this side of the shop, which is awesome. Yeah, shop is sweet. So this will be his side. The guy was like a previous woodworker, so he's already got freaking nice table set up with a saw. And probably the best thing about this, since it gets so hot out here in the summer, is it's already got air and insulated. Got a little bathroom, and fridge was already here when we got here. And this is really cool too. It's got this other little room. Got some storage, places for like some bolts maybe or whatever. And back here, we got a compressor. So the noise from the compressor will be more isolated in here, and we can run air tools out to the shop. So yeah, stoked on it. Finally got this trailer registered. I got plates for it. Had to get with the highway patrol, have them check the stamp for the serial number that I put up here, and got this thing roadworthy. So goal for today is to get this winch installed on it. So picked up this Harbor Freight Special Badland ZXR 3500. Gonna weld that on the front here somewhere. That way I can get the Civic on the trailer and get it over to the new shop. That way I can do some work. Oh, and the reason that my table, it was actually over there, but there's no 220 out over there yet. So I got it hooked up right here where the welder is for the 220. But eventually I'm gonna run from the panel all the way over to that side is where I eventually want the table and my welding setup. So but right now I just, just making this work. So haven't had a whole lot of time. Obviously I haven't even filmed anything in 5 or 6 months, so trying to get back after it. And honestly, there's no excuse. Like I know I've been super busy, but I can find time to make videos and put some content out. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So let's open this bad boy up and let's get this thing welded on there. All right, let's find out what we get in the Badland 3500 box. Don't need that. All right. Look at this little unit. Ooh, that's not so little, that's heavy. All right. I was thinking about getting the 2500. With how small this thing is, I'm glad I stepped it up to the 3500. Let's see what else is in here. The controller and stuff. Yep, we got the switch. We got wires. More wires. Mounting bracket maybe. Weld that sucker on. And that's for the cable. Strap. Power, baby, more power. What's this? Another button? Got all the switches. Shackle. And that's the other shackle. And some bolts. Alright, so since we don't need the instructions, let's figure this out. What kind of sucks is I almost need to mount it up here, but I don't have like a flat space, and if I mount it back here, the cable's gonna drag on this, so we might need to get creative. Alright, I got the bracket on there, and there's not a real good way to do this. I think what I'm gonna do is just weld it on there how I have it right now, and it should be good enough. I can weld underneath, run a bead under there, and on the side there. And if I need to move it eventually and make like a little platform for it right here, I'll do that when I need to. But really, I just want to get the car over to the shop because, as I'll show you guys later, I have a bunch of stuff coming for that thing that I need to do. Had an unfortunate incident with the car. If you follow me on Instagram, you already kind of know, but I'll show you guys that later. For now, let's get this thing welded on here. All right, we got her where we want her. Did a little bit of prep, doesn't need to be perfect. It's a freaking trailer winch. Let's freaking blast this thing in. Gonna need a little more than that, son. Need to turn her up to 120. We can just pedal it. Dang it, I forgot to switch out the cup. I was doing a project or something for a customer and the cup cracked on me. So I finally figured out what these worm clamps are good for. So I guess we'll make it work again. She got some life left in her. All right, we're all set up here. Got the torch, got our ground on, pedal, and I'll be using some ER70S Tac 2. It's kind of my go-to rod for mild steel applications like this. So there's some alternatives, but I've just had better success with this, and it welds super clean on chromoly, DOM, mild steel, you name it. So let's get it. Alright, got a little ugly weave in there. Should have used some thicker rod, but don't really care. It's a trailer. I'm almost kind of thinking that's enough, but I probably should weld underneath it. I really just don't want to lay on my back right now. Decisions. Alright, we're down here. I got access to that. And I'm just gonna... Don't think I'm gonna film this one. Alright, so got a little weld under there. Kind of hard to see. Didn't really care. I was just kind of boogering it in there, just running it kind of hot. I honestly think that these two welds would probably hold this bracket just fine. It may start to bend if I put some real stress on it, but my car doesn't weigh that much, so I think this is going to be fine for now. I can always add stuff to it later if I need to redo it or brace it better. This is kind of just a temporary setup, so it'll probably be there for the next 20 years. So I'm gonna let it cool down, then I'm gonna hook up the winch and hook up my truck and head back to the house. That way I can start working on getting the Civic on the trailer and then back over here. All right, boys, we got the trailer all hooked up. Gonna head back to the house. Ooh, those things are flexing. Shoo, this thing's putting in work. We might scrape, I don't know. Wish this thing was a little longer. Let's see. Okay, let's line her up. Gonna be tight. Kind of worried about these ramps because this engine side is going to be heavier, and they were flexing pretty good. I didn't think probably should have added some more supports, but we'll find out. Oh boy. Sketchy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. First time this eBay tow hook's done anything. All right, so I was running out of daylight, kind of rushed it, but got the car all loaded on the trailer, and these welds held on just fine. This thing didn't bend at all, and this thing is a little beast, dude. Didn't struggle at all to pull this thing up. My ramps, on the other hand, I thought they were going to be beefy enough, but they were flexing, so I'm going to definitely have to reinforce those. But here's the car. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably don't know that I actually did a race a few months ago, and I forgot to put the hood pins in. So the hood literally flew open, smashed me on my first lap, and pretty much ruined my day. I also had some engine like wiring issues going on. So I've got a lot of plans for the car. I've got a lot of parts ordered. The first step was just to get this thing over to the shop because it's not running currently. It's still on the, it's on the Haltech. I ripped the harness out. I got a new harness coming for it, and got a lot of other stuff that I'm going to be doing. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Just wanted to give an update on kind of the whole deal, and get some more content out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.